सो फ्रेंड्स, माय रिटायर्ड लाइफ फाउंडेशन की तरफ से फिर से आपका स्वागत।
आपको तो आवाज नहीं होगी।
सेकंड दूसरी सत्संग के लिए, और हमारे साथ में फिर मौजूद हैं
बोलो।
यहाँ पे ये उदय आचार्य जी, अपने प्यारे मित्र और अपने बहुत रेस्पेक्टेड सदस्य। मैं उनसे आग्रह करता हूँ कि आए और अपना प्रोग्राम का शुरू करें। उदय आचार्य जी, फ्लोर इज ओपन टू यू सर।
Namaste. We start with a prayer and we conclude also with a prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gajananam Bhutaganadisevitam Kavitta-jambopalasaravapshitam Umasutam Shokavinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwarapada-pankajam. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhirbhavatu me sada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshititam Bhavatitam Trivunarahitam Satgurum Namah. Sadasmera Vaktram Kripa Purna Netram Siram Dinamitram Janapriti Suvidyata Shastram Kashayatavastram Dayananda Rupam Madacharyam Dayananda Rupam Madacharyam. We had talked about the story of Yama and Nachiketa in our last session. Basically, Nachiketa's question has to do with what is the fulfillment of spirituality. What is the ultimate goal of spirituality? And Yama talks about the ultimate goal in a relative way and in an absolute way. So, relatively, the goal is basically to improve yourself by increments through meditation, through prayer, etc. Also through doing your duties, fulfilling your duties, and living an ethical life. The more you keep on doing, the more you keep growing in terms of conveniences, in terms of influence, in terms of freedom, in terms of power, etc. The absolute goal is to discover who you are. When you discover who you are, you find that what you want to be is actually what you are. Know yourself. If you know yourself, you are fulfilled. There is nothing beyond this fulfillment. Yama says, Sa kashta, sa paragatihi. So that is the ultimate truth. That's the ultimate fulfillment. The Upanishads say, if you gain this fulfillment, there is nothing more to be gained. If you miss this fulfillment, then you go from death to death. Okay, you go from limitation to limitation. You go from sorrow to sorrow. Therefore, if you want absolute freedom from sorrow, know yourself. All the Upanishads are geared to reveal who you are. Let us talk about the relative goals first before we go to the ultimate. We are talking about the logic of spirituality. Some of the logics which I have touched upon fully or partially. One of the logic is the logic of attraction. Your thoughts are positive energy. Your thoughts attract positive results. If your thoughts are positive, you get positive results. Like attracts like. Naturally, if your thoughts are negative, you keep getting negative results. This logic of attraction is associated with another logic of self-fulfilling beliefs. Self-fulfilling beliefs, the more you believe something, the more it comes true. Okay, so if you have been having a lot of unhappiness in your life, probably you need to examine your thoughts. When you examine your thoughts, find out what negativities are there in those thoughts, because it is those thoughts that actually result in negative experiences. And it is self-fulfilling. The more you believe in the negative, the more it happens. And the more it happens, the more you start believing. So if you believe that the world is against you and you need to fight with the world to get what you want, you start becoming very defensive or offensive, and you try to grab things before somebody else grabs it from you. Okay, so when you get into this negative cycle, you find you have to fight for what you want, and the more you start experiencing these results, the more you start again confirming your thoughts. So your thoughts confirm your results, and the results confirm your thoughts. So this is called the self-fulfilling beliefs. So the law of attraction is connected to self-fulfilling beliefs. Together, they make you tied down to either your negative experiences or, of course, positive experiences. If you have had positive experiences all your life, you will naturally start believing that the world is okay. I am okay, you are okay, the world is okay. Therefore, we can work together, we can have a better life. We don't have to fight for what we want. We just need to work for what we want. We just need to ask for what we want. How do we convert the negative into the positive? So there is a process. The process is called, you can say, start practicing the positive. Start practicing the positive even when you believe that only negative results will happen. You keep on worrying, you keep on expecting the worst. You cross your fingers and say the worst should not happen, but in your mind, you already decided it's going to happen. Okay? From that frame of mind, if you need to come out, you need to think the opposite. Even if you don't believe in the opposite, make believe. Make believe that the opposite will bless me. My way is not working. There is a better way. So let me start believing in the better way. So make believe. The problem is how to make believe when I don't believe. The answer is, unless you make believe, you will not see the results. And unless you see the results, you will not believe. Okay? So if you want to change your mode of belief, somewhere start make believing. Make believe we see in day-to-day life also. The oldies, we generally come together for a good time, and in some places we organize a laughter club. A laughter club is where you come to laugh even if you don't feel like laughing. In fact, all grumpy people come together to the laughter club and they start laughing. I do not see any reason for laughter. All grumpy people, but somewhere they choose to laugh. Okay? Even if you don't feel like laughing, make believe that you are laughing. So you say ha ha ha, you say he, you say ho ho ho. You look at each other's face and see how funny it looks when they say ha ha, he, ho ho. Okay? You also say the same thing, and the others look at your face and they see it very funny and they laugh, and then you also start laughing. Even if you don't feel like laughing, you make believe laughter. This is what happens in serials also, in the humorous serials. So as soon as some joke is told, whether you understand it or not, you start laughing because the recording, there is a canned laughter. There's a canned laughter, and then you realize, oh, a joke has been told. Okay? So even if you don't feel like laughing, you are forced to laugh because that laughter is contagious. So make believe in the positive, make believe that the world is better. I am okay, you're okay, the world is okay. Our experience may be a poor experience of the world, poor experience of people. I have been cheated, I have been wronged, and I have been betrayed. So therefore, I cannot trust anyone. If this is the experience, well, you need to change that experience by make believing that things will become better day by day. This is called affirmation, the logic of affirmation. Day by day, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, my experiences in life are getting better. So this is a logic of attraction combined with self-fulfilling beliefs. There's a logic of karma. The logic of karma or causation tells you that you need to work for what you want. Nothing is free. There is no free lunch. Even if you have had a free lunch, somebody has paid for it. And whether you like it or not, you will end up paying for it later, or you are uh, paying for it from your credit balance. Whether you realize it or not, you're going to pay for it later, or you're paying for it from your credit balance from the past. Okay, that means there is a unknown past and there is a present. The past plus present is equal to your future results. Don't tell me I've worked for so hard, I've been so uh, uh, so uh, hardworking, and I put my heart and soul to this project, and the project has not come successfully. I visualize success, I prayed for success, I hope for success, I expected success, but I didn't get that success, it didn't happen. That means I cannot depend on that success. Yes, that is true. You cannot depend on that success because success is not just a product of your hard efforts. It is a combination of many factors. And one of the factors is your own past. Your own past karma, this is what the Shastras say. Your past karmas can affect your present results or your future results. A way to understand this past is most of you are familiar with the game of cricket. In a test match, you have two innings. So your previous innings, you made a big score, and in the second innings, you played very poorly. Okay. But in spite of playing very poorly, your team won because of your previous innings. Everybody played well. You got a high score. In the second innings, you got a lower score, but it didn't matter because overall, your past and the present scores were good enough to beat the other team. Okay. Now, if you have no idea about the first innings, you straight away are playing the second innings without having any idea of the past first innings. You will see a contradiction. We played so badly, how could we have won? The reverse logic also is true. If we played so well in this innings, how come we lost? Well, this innings has to be combined with the past innings. In the past innings, you played so badly that the present was not enough to compensate. If it was not enough to compensate, you lost the match. Right? So you see a contradiction. You played very well and you lost the match, or you played poorly and you won the match. So it all goes back to your past innings, to your first innings. This is what the Shastra says. You have a backlog of first innings. Your previous lifetimes, there is a backlog of karma which is affecting the present result. So the law of causation says, no matter how much you work for, you cannot depend on success. If you cannot depend on success, well, should you work for it or not? The Gita says, expect the best, work for the best, pray for the best, plan for the best, expect the best. Miracles are always possible. Therefore, don't lose heart. Keep working until you see success. But also understand that there can be a backlog of karma because of which that success may elude you. That means there's no guarantee of success. You do not know your past. You can only trust that if I keep doing the right thing at the right time in the right way, I will get the right results. This is the trust. Again, this part of law of attraction. The more and more I keep doing the right thing, I am overcoming my past karma. Okay? I just don't do enough to get the expected result. I always keep doing in a sustained way. Whatever I can do, in whatever I can improve, I keep on improving myself day by day in such a way that all my past, you can say, the past karma, so I'm able to overcome. I may not know my past, but definitely if I keep improving myself in terms of physically, emotionally, intellectually, I keep abreast of what is happening around me. I keep improving my skills. I keep improving my fitness. I keep improving my relationships, my networks. If I keep doing the right things at the right time in the right way, I can expect the right results. There can be obstacles, but obstacles can be overcome. And if the obstacles are too much, somewhere I have to learn to recognize I am not omniscient, I am not omnipotent, I am not Bhagavan, I am a simple individual. Therefore, I can do my best. Beyond the best, I have to throw my hands up. I have to throw my hands up and say, oh Lord, you know best. Because I have done the right thing at the right time in the right way, and still I did not get the result. That means there is some pratibandhaka, there is some obstacle, unknown obstacles. Known obstacles I can deal with. Unknown obstacles, I just have to throw my hand up. I can only pray. So as far as unknown obstacles from my past karma are concerned, I just send a prayer, please help me. As far as known obstacles are concerned, so I plan and do my best. And the more I keep doing, the more I start seeing the results. I'm not sure whether I've talked about this. Two salesmen, they were interviewed for a job, and they were asked to make 100 calls to clients and come back the next day. Okay. So 100 calls are not necessarily in one day, but over the next month. So both this salesmen, they came back next day, and both of them had identical sales calls. Both of them had made 10 sales calls. Okay. And the first person says, sorry, I did not make any sale. I made 10 sale calls and I didn't have any sale. Therefore, I'm a failure. The second person said, I made 10 calls. I didn't make any sale. Therefore, it inspires me to work harder because I have 90 more sales calls, and those 90 more sales calls can turn my fortune. Okay. The manager asked the first person, why are you disheartened? See, the other person, he says he can change his life with further 90 calls. This person said, 10 out of 10 calls I have failed. Therefore, I am a failure. Okay, I'm a 100% failure. The manager said, look at this other person. 10 out of 100 calls he has failed. That means it's only 10% failure. Sorry, 100% failure or a 10% failure. So the second person got the job because he was willing to continue until the success comes. So don't wait and give up because of obstacles. Keep the trust, keep the faith that things will become better tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. So when you do that, you find that you are overcoming not only known obstacles, you're also overcoming unknown obstacles. Don't worry about the past. Generally, what we talk about karma in terms of good luck and bad luck. So one person, two persons were standing in the line in the queue for the bus. The first fellow got the bus. He said, I was lucky. I came running and I got the bus. Second fellow says, see, in spite of running, I missed the bus. I was unlucky. So luck and unluck are part of the unknown. This is what we attribute to the past karma. So this is the logic of past karma. When you accept that logic, then you do not ask, I was so honest and how come I did not get the right result? Okay. So Modi ji, आपका question very relevant. In the short run, your efforts may not be paid. They may not pay off. But when you sustain your efforts, as you keep doing the right thing at the right time over a period of time, your luck also starts changing. So in the short time, your luck, you may depend on luck. In the long term, you are evening up your luck. Therefore, luck is no longer a big factor in the long term. Luck is a factor in the short term. In the long term, it evens out. Therefore, if you keep doing the right thing, you will get the right results. May not be in the short term. In the long term, it pays off. Okay, this is the logic of past karma. I'll take questions later on. There's a logic of connectedness. We are all connected in one fabric of the universe. The universe is a fabric, and we are all threads which we are deeply interconnected, whether we know it or not. So the logic of connectedness says, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. The more you keep doing the right thing to others, the more it comes back to you. What goes round comes round. Okay, this is more true. Again, it's part of the logic of attraction. Like attracts like. If you do the right thing, you will get the right results. What do you expect other people to do unto you? You expect them to be polite. You expect them to be cooperative. You expect people to be kind. You expect people to be helpful. You expect people to be truthful. You expect people to be non-violent, right? So if you expect this from others, the same thing is expected from you. When you do the right things, you will find the world responds in the right way. In the short term, you may not see that response, but this is where you make believe. You make believe that the world is good, I am okay, you're okay, the world is okay. Therefore, we are all connected, and being connected, one person's effort affects another. In the reverse way, other people's efforts also affects you. So if you do the right thing to others, the right things will happen to you. It may not be the same person returns your good the the- your efforts. It's not that the other person repays it, but it is something like a round robin. Okay, you pass a parcel to the right person, to the person on the right, that it keeps on going around in a circle, and then finally it comes back to you. So it's not the same person returning the parcel to you, it is somebody else passes it on to you. Therefore, we are all connected, and that connectedness you will start seeing when you start believing. Therefore, make believe that we are all connected in a deeper way. Superficially, we are different. Superficially, we may doubt each other, but at a deeper level, when we are able to come down to the deeper level, trust happens. The more trustworthy you are, people will start trusting you, and people will start becoming trustworthy. Sometimes we don't uh, have this patience to wait for the results. We jump to conclusions. मैंने इतना अच्छा काम किया, लेकिन उसका फल नहीं मिला. I didn't get. I was cheated of the reward. I was cheated of the reward. Therefore, I feel bad. Spirituality says, don't depend on the result, accept the result. Whatever result that comes, it comes as a part of your past karma and present karma. Therefore, don't feel cheated. Learn to accept. The ability to accept what comes to you. You are greater than the result. You are not dependent on results. You are greater than results. Therefore, when obstacles are great, you become greater. When difficulties become more, you become a stress manager. Don't blame stress. Tell yourself, I am a stress manager. The more deeper I go into my spiritual nature, the more resources I have to manage this stress. So I can manage this difficulties. Therefore, difficulties don't define me. Difficulties challenge me to go deeper into my spiritual nature. When I go deeper into my spiritual nature, I have a lot of resources. There are these four resources that everybody has. If you look into this book by Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, these 4 resources everybody has. One is the power of awareness. You are self-aware. You can look into your own strength and weaknesses. You can look around and see opportunities and threats. So the more you are aware, the more you can manage your life. Okay, don't shut your eyes to what is happening around. Keep your eyes open. There are problems, there are difficulties, there are rogues around in society, but the rogues don't define society. Society is bigger than the rogues around. Okay, therefore, some people may not be honest, some people may be rogues, but does not mean the society as a whole is bad. We trust everyone 5%, and we doubt everyone 5%. So this is called wisdom. You trust everyone 5%, you doubt everyone 5%. Beyond the 5%, you go by your experience. The more and more you see that this person is trustworthy, I can trust him with small things. That means I can trust him with bigger things. And some people, even in small things, that trust was betrayed. That means I know that I cannot trust this person. So the more and more I understand the nature of people, the nature of the world, the more and more I work with people who can be trusted, and I will get the right results. Okay? So don't run after the wrong type of people and tell yourself, I'm not getting right results. Learn from your experience who can be trusted, who cannot be trusted. But in the beginning, you have to trust a person, and otherwise you will not know whether that person is trustworthy. So how much to trust? You trust 5% and see whether that person honors that trust. Until you see that trust, make believe that person is trustworthy until you see in your experience that that person is really trustworthy. And if that person is not trustworthy, so you see through that person very soon. Therefore, don't blindly trust, don't blindly doubt also. So learn to say, if I do the right thing at the right time in the right way, and if I work with the right type of people and recognize the wrong type of people, my life will become better and better and better. Okay. So this is called connectedness. Do unto others what you expect them to do unto you. The logic of abundance tells you that you don't have to fight for what you want. There is enough for everyone. Everyone can get what they want. The nice thing about people having different types of wants is that everybody does not love sweets. Some people love sweets, other people do not love sweets. Therefore, don't say there's only one sweet and everybody loves sweets, therefore I have to fight for that sweet. Maybe if you ask the other person, that person will hand over that sweet to you. Why? Because his needs are different. Therefore, don't come to conclusions, I have to fight for what I want. Everybody has got different needs. Everybody has got different, you can say, uh, different types of success. So that person's thinking of success may not match with yours. Therefore, I can work with him to give him what he wants and ask his help to get what you want. Life is abundant. If we work together, each of us can get what we want. We don't have to fight. The logic of healing tells you that my thoughts affect my health. So if I feel stressed out, it will tell on my health in terms of blood pressure and acidity and other issues. The more I start visualizing, I am peaceful, I am loving, I am kind, the world is abundant. If I do the right thing, I will get the right result. The more and more you start affirming the positive thoughts to yourself, you find the body also starts healing itself. In fact, the doctor does not heal you. It is your body that heals you. The doctor just gives you some medicine to prevent the thing from getting worse. Okay. So it's just producing a defense armor. And it is your body that starts healing. So it is part of the universal intelligence. So learn to see that there is a connection between your thought and your body. Your mind and body are connected. What you think and how you feel and how fit you are, they are all uh, corresponding to each other. So what you think can affect your health. So think positive and improve your health. Then the logic of prayer, of course, is there. Prayer is like grace marks. So you do your hard work, but sometimes 1 or 2 marks remain, making the difference between you're getting a first class and a second class. So that prayer is like grace marks. The 2 marks extra that you get can transfer you from second to first class. Okay. So by itself, prayer may not do everything, but definitely when it is counted along with your efforts, that 1% or 2% marks that you get can make a difference in your life. So in that sense, prayer can make miracles in your life. We have a life plan for everyone. The Shastra talks about 4 stages of life: Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi. Okay, the first two, they're called 4 ashramas, 4 stages in life. The first 2 stages in life are basically learning and taking responsibility. The last 2 stages in the life are letting go and working for your personal fulfillment. You start your life, learning about relationships, and as a student. And then in family life, you learn to take responsibility, you learn to handle difficulties, you learn the power of prayer, and you work for success. You work to build up success. A time comes when you say, now it is time to hand over my responsibilities to the next generation. I become a mentor and pass the baton to others. Now it is time for me to sit back and watch rather than take active part. Of course, my physically also I'm not able to be very active, but then I can sit back and guide the others because I have gathered a lot of wisdom. So I gathered a lot of wisdom which I can pass on to the next generation. I am able to let go. Instead of doing things my way, I will help other people to do things in their way or in a better way. So this is called Vanaprastha, and Sannyasi is enough of acquiring and uh, uh, doing things for others. Now I have a duty to myself, to evolve spiritually. So that is called sannyasa. You have letting go and fulfillment. The first 2 stages of life are learning and responsibility. The last 2 stages of life are letting go and working for your absolute fulfillment. The ultimate truth about yourself, which the Shastra talks, is you are what you want to be. You want to be full, you want to be complete, you want to be secure. The truth about yourself is you are complete, you are secure, you are fulfilled. Your fulfillment does not depend on what you have. Your fulfillment depends on what you are. What you are is changeless. What you have is his body and mind which keeps on changing. What changes is not you. What remains in spite of all change, that is what you really are. As you really are, you are complete, you are secure, you are fulfilled. So I promised you also a meditation exercise just for 5-10 minutes. We'll just go into meditation. There are different kinds of meditation. You can meditate on your breath. You can meditate on your feelings and just accept them as they are. You can meditate on your goal. You can meditate on your body. You can meditate on your smile. Okay, you can have a meditation of compassion, compassion to the world. You can have a meditation of mantra for concentration. You can meditate just to enjoy silence. You can meditate as a witness of all your experiences. You can meditate in a form of a prayer, or you can meditate about the ultimate reality about yourself. So these are different kinds of meditation. Each meditation has got a different purpose. I'll just have a general run-up of meditation. All your feelings, the feelings of joy or sorrow, when they come, agate swagatam kuryat. Don't resist the feelings, accept the feelings. The nice thing about acceptance is when you accept uncomfortable feelings, they no longer are uncomfortable. Agate swagatam kuryat. Accept them as they come. Gachantam na nivarayet. When they go, do not try to prevent. What goes is a fact. What comes is a fact. What comes you cannot stop. What goes you cannot prevent. Accept things as they are. Accept people as they are. Some people can be trusted, some cannot be. Accept the fact that this is how the world is. Accept your feelings, your stress, your anger, even your jealousy. Accept the fact, yes, I am feeling these difficult emotions. I don't want them to be around, but the fact is they are there. When I accept the fact, they become manageable. With every breath, as I breathe in and out, I am in touch with my feelings. The more I accept, the more I am free. When you give acceptance, you also get acceptance. The more I accept my feelings, the more they allow me to accept myself. I am not my feelings. I am the one who has feelings. My feelings are temporary. They are by the way. I am changeless. I am the one who has those feelings. I am not the feelings. My changeless nature is all the way. My feelings are by the way. This will go away. They will be replaced by other feelings. I have a lot of room for these feelings to come and go. There's a lot of room in me. I have a lot of space to accept these feelings and to manage them. I am bigger than my feelings. I am bigger than my feelings. I am bigger than my feelings. I have a lot of room. I am like space. The cyclones can come and go, and I remain free from them before and after. Let the cyclone inside me unfold and disappear. I have a lot of space. The cyclone does not stress me out because I am space. I am bigger than the cyclone. I am free from the cyclone. I am free to manage that cyclone. I remain behind when that cyclone is gone. I have a lot of space for everything in my life, joy and sorrow. I am bigger than joy and sorrow. I am bigger than joy and sorrow. and bigger than joy and sorrow. Oh, we'll conclude with a prayer and then room for question answers. Om Swastik Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimisham Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samastaskino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shubharahitah Brahmana Shantu Nirbhayaः Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaः Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhaveत् Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om.
आचार्य जी,
हाँ जी,
आर के मोदी अगेन।
हाँ जी बोलिए।
अपने मेरे लास्ट क्वेश्चन का कि ऑनेस्टी इज नॉट रिवार्डेड, एज यू सेड, एज आई गेदर फ्रॉम योर टॉक्स, कि वी शुड वेट, इट विल पे। ऑफ कोर्स आई एग्री विथ यू, इट पेड मी आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम, बट one thing is there, Acharya ji, it is said, justice delayed is justice denied. जो हमें अपने सही समय पे मिलना चाहिए था वो नहीं मिला, मेरे दिल को कचोटता रहा, स्ट्रेस रहा। मिला बहुत बाद में, लेकिन वो खुशी भी नहीं आई जो उस समय मिलती थी। तो इस पे आप कुछ हमें कहिए।
हाँ तो what type of reward did you get at the end of it?
जो मेरा ड्यू था, राइट, मैंने कहा था लास्ट में, जो मुझे मिलना चाहिए था, जैसे भी रिवार्ड हो, चाहे पे स्केल बढ़ने का हो, मिला, लेकिन काफी संघर्ष के बाद, कई सालों के बाद। तो स्ट्रेस में रहा, लेकिन उतनी खुशी बाद में नहीं हुई। एनीवे, सेटिस्फाई तो हो गए हम कि चलो मिला। लेकिन मेरा इस पे फिर एक क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि जस्टिस अगर सही समय पे न मिले तो वो कहते हैं कि जस्टिस डिलेड इज जस्टिस डिनाइड। तो जस्टिस मुझे सही समय पे नहीं मिला तो
Correct.
उसको एज ए कहेंगे कि ये डिलेड जस्टिस था और डिनाइड जस्टिस था। जैसे एक प्रिजनर जो होता है, कोई क्राइम करके जाता है, हल्का सा क्राइम किया हुआ है, उसका भी केस सालों साल चलता रहता है,
बराबर।
जबकि उसका जस्टिस हो जाना चाहिए था तुरंत, चाहे बरी होता या जो भी छोटी मोटी सजा पाता।
Correct.
लेकिन इतना डिले हो जाता है, इतना डिले हो जाता है कि उसको कहते हैं कि जस्टिस डिनाइड। वो बाद में बरी भी हो गया, लेकिन उनको वो जस्टिस समय पे ना मिलने के कारण जो दुख हुआ उसका कोई निवारण नहीं है।
Okay, you are talking about justice delayed. What about justice that has not come at all? So the person has passed away and justice didn't happen. It happened out.
That is also question.
Okay. So there are that tells you that uh, the world does not follow your logic. The world has its own logic. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are good people, there are bad people, there are what you can say, some things you get justice immediately, some things justice takes time. Okay, so a lot of things are not in our hand. So spirituality says what is not in your hand, don't uh, try to what you can say, uh, take control. It is not in your control. What is not in your hand, okay? Can you control it? Not possible. But most of the time we try to, uh, when we say we are worried or when we say we are angry, we are trying to control what is not in our hand. So wisdom says that see what you can do, what is possible. Focus on what is possible. Okay. Don't worry about what is impossible. Focus on what is possible and see if you can work for it. Again, plan for it, pray for it, expect it, but don't depend on it. Everything that you desire, you may never get. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Everything that you desire, you may never get. Everything that you expect may not happen. So, what uh, Gita says is have expectations, but don't depend on it. Work for it, pray for it, wish for it, plan for it. Have
Correct.
expectations, but don't depend. We expect that the world should be fair. We expect that justice should happen in time. Okay, so maybe we can create a network which makes things better. So that you have to work for it, that you have to plan for it, and that takes time. Everything does not happen overnight. So our expectation should be realistic. The world, everything in the world is not good. Everything in the world is not bad.
Bad.
Something is bad. So you have to be more aware. As I said, now these are the four things that you have within you. One is awareness, to know what is right and wrong, to know what is good and bad, to know who is good and bad, to know whom I can work with, and to know what type of person I am. So, do I compromise with my principles or do I manage my principles? So, this awareness is a great quality within yourself. What is the second quality that you have, that all human beings have, is the power of will. So, with if you plan and uh, uh, work properly to plan, so you can fulfill what you want. You can use your willpower to change things in your life. So don't settle for what you don't like. So use your will to make things happen and get what you want. Okay. So that willpower is a God-given gift. Now don't misuse that willpower. Don't start one thing and then say, no, no, I changed my mind. Okay. So keep sustaining that will. Once you decide, then you stick to it. That is called integrity. So that willpower builds up when you support it. You have to support your willpower. Okay? Don't destroy
Correct.
your own willpower. The third power is a power of conscience. Conscience tells you what is right, what is wrong. The more you start listening to your conscience, you start making your life better for yourself. Right? And the fourth power is your imagination. In your imagination, you can create miracles. Use your imagination. Don't fight for what you want. Visualize what you want and see how best you can get it. Okay. So these four powers, one is awareness, one is willpower, third is your conscience, and the last is your imagination. Use all these powers together. You are a mighty person. You can get what you want in life. The keep keep visualizing success, keep visualizing fulfillment, and keep working for it. You will get what you want. No guarantees, but in all probability,
It
success
will
is.
be. Thank you,
So-
Acharya ji.
Yes, yes. Any questions?
Acharya ji, one question.
Haan ji, बोलिए.
Like Modi sir said ke like justice delayed is justice denied. So like how we should console ourselves during that period when we are suffering for that thing. So should we consider that it is predestined और पूर्व कर्म कुछ है, पूर्व कर्म का बदला है, ऐसा कुछ करके हमको कंसोल कैसे करना है?
आपको पता है ना, आप जो किया है सही किया है. You believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. That belief will sustain you. I have not done anything wrong. I have done the right thing. Therefore, whatever comes, I am ready for it. I don't want the unwanted result. I don't want, but I cannot prevent it. If it comes, I have to learn to accept. Therefore, the future is not in my hand. The future is not in my hand. So whatever comes, I have to be ready for it. Okay. And even in the present, if I am suffering, in spite of doing the right thing, I am suffering. Tell yourself, it is the nature of life that we have to go through unexpected events. We have to go through sufferings. Sometimes we have to go through tragedies also. Right? This is part of life. This is part of life. This will happen, but keep the faith that we will survive, we will sustain, we will come out of this. That faith, because you know you have done the right thing. Therefore, have that trust. ऊपर वाला देख रहा है सब. Therefore, आगे आगे ठीक हो जाएगा. That faith is required.
I think with that, we will come to the end of this particular session. I think it was an excellent two series discourse by Uday Acharya ji, and he has given a wonderful start to our entire satsang movement. And I think he will continue to guide and motivate us in our future also. We look forward to seeing you once again with a different topic next month. Thank you very much, Uday Acharya ji. It was a wonderful listening. It was a wonderful thing.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaskar, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Haji.
Very nice.
Namaskar.
Excellent.
Namaskar.
Excellent program.
Thank you. I enjoyed the session. I wish there was more time for question answer.
Next time we will have more of a question answer.
Yes, yes.
Next time.
Yes.
I think once we will only spend a question answer.
There are no questions asked once we are satisfied and nirvana. Thanks a lot. We are in bliss, in your blessings. Thank you, sir.
But with that Ashirwad, we'll close.
Thank you. Thank you. Sir.
Okay.
Excellent session. Really, it
Thank you,
is
sir. Thank you,
excellent
sir.
session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.